This is One Sentence News, a daily podcast featuring 3 news stories with a sentence-long summary and 1 sentence of context apiece. I'm Colin Wright. This is a sponsored message. I've been using Anchor as my podcast host for a while now, and it's been a pleasure to use. Anchor offers benefits that most other hosts do not. It's free to use, but it also has a collection of tools that allow you to create a podcast completely within the Anchor website or smartphone app. They distribute your show to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other distribution channels without any additional effort on your part, and you can make money from your podcast without any minimum audience size. So you can use it as a more traditional podcast host like I do, but it's also got everything you need to start a podcast from scratch. If you're keen to give it a shot, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's Tuesday, December 6th, 2022. Let's talk about the news. From BBC News, construction to begin on world's biggest telescope. Construction on what will become the world's largest ever radio telescope began yesterday, and when completed in 2028, the Square Kilometre Array, or SKA, will consist of just under 200 parabolic, dish-like antennas and 131,000 dipole, Christmas tree-shaped antennas. The SKA will be split between South Africa and Australia, though its headquarters will be located in the UK, and it will be testing Einstein's theories, looking into mysterious transmissions called fast radio bursts, detecting signals emitted relatively shortly after the Big Bang, and will help with the search for extraterrestrials. The final construction budget for the SKA is estimated to be around €2 billion. From Forbes, France's plan to ban short-haul domestic flights wins approval from European Commission. The European Commission has approved France's request to ban flights between Paris and Nantes, Lyon, and Bordeaux airports for 3 years. The goal here is to reduce local reliance on short-haul flights, potentially banning all such flights as long as there's an alternative method of travel available, like a train, that can traverse the same distance in less than 2.5 hours. This is meant to help France reduce its carbon emissions, and that 3-year duration is a trial period to see if this approach works. So if all goes well, it could be expanded to cover more of the country, and possibly be carried over into other parts of the EU as well. This ban is expected to come into effect sometime in the next few months. And from the New York Times, North Carolina power outages caused by gunfire at substations, officials say. Tens of thousands of residents in Moore County, North Carolina, are without power, following what officials have said appears to be a, quote, intentional, willful, and malicious, end quote, firearm attack on 2 local electrical substations. Officials have said the power could be out for several days, and a state of emergency and curfew were declared over the weekend, as the area is freezing cold, and this could leave a lot of residents in a dangerous, temperature-related situation. A motive hasn't yet been determined in this attack, and a shelter has been opened at a local sports complex for those who can't get warm enough at home without power. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.